अगर आपके अंदर पैशन है, अगर आप जिंदगी में काम करना चाहते हो creative, it's a golden opportunity for anybody who wants to be in the media and entertainment space.
Our students today, they understand what is happening in the industry, and at the same time, they know what is that field that they would like to create a niche in.
An animation program associated with a film school gives the students a huge advantage in learning about film production methodology.
The kind of good students they are producing, the kind of courses they have, augurs really well for not just the film industry, in various other industries.
Whistling Woods has actually so many different departments I didn't realize until I came here. Visual effects, VR, and stuff that actually I would like to come and learn as well myself.
Over here, along with various elements of films, if you are able to connect music also, I think it's a great endeavor. To know that a facility like this exists in India, it's a matter of pride for all of us.
Within 12 years to have Select itself accept that Whistling Woods is up there with the very, very best.
Probably the most preeminent educational institution in this industry. It is this institute that has put you on the pedestal.
I'm delighted by the fact that Whistling Woods as an institution has concentrated its energies, its resources in building a future generation of our cinema.
Celebrate Cinema has been Whistling Wood International's annual ode to the storytelling that makes Indian cinema timeless. This year, we also celebrate the centenary of Mr. Raj Kapoor and Mr. Gurudat. Let's take a look at a special tribute to their timeless contributions. Can we get those both AVs, please?
Raj Kapoor was not only a filmmaker and actor, but also a poet of the screen. His films blend music, imagery, and symbolism in ways that transform popular cinema into lyrical, almost poetic experiences.
कहता है जोकर सारा ज़माना आधी हकीकत आधा फसाना.
Raj Kapoor's cinema was a circus of dreams, where the clown's smile hit a poet's tear.
बहुत काम रहता है मुझे देर हो रही है किसी वक्त आऊंगा मिलने के लिए.
His Chaplin-esque persona became a metaphor for human struggle and resilience, giving cinematic stories a lyrical universality. Songs were central and non-decorative in his storytelling.
दिल का हाल सुने दिल वाला सीधी सी बात न मिर्च मसाला कह के रहेगा कहने वाला दिल का हाल सुने दिल वाला.
With lyricist Shailendra and Hasrat Jaipuri and composer Shankar Jaikishan, his films turned into musical narratives. His songs became public anthems of philosophy and joy.
आवारा हूँ या गर्दिश में हूँ आसमान का तारा हूँ. गीत हमारे प्यार के दोहराएगी जवानियाँ.
मैं न रहूंगी तुम न रहोगे फिर भी रहेंगी निशानियाँ.
प्यार हुआ इकरार हुआ है प्यार से फिर क्यों डरना है.
His screen image of a dreamer, the lover, the wanderer became a symbol of universal human longing for love, dignity, and belonging with films that remain an important document of a golden era of Indian cinema.
आप लोग मुझे क्यों मारते हैं? मेरा कसूर क्या है? गरीब किसान का बेटा हूं मैं. नौकरी ढूंढने शहर में आया था. प्यास से मेरी छाती फट रही थी. 2 घूंट पानी पीने आपके मकान में आ गया. यही मेरा कसूर है ना, जो आप लोग मुझे चोर चोर बोलकर इस तरह पीछे पड़ गए जैसे मैं आदमी नहीं हूँ, बावला कुत्ता हूँ. माई, तेरा बेटा बड़ा होकर डाके डालेगा, हत्या करेगा. 1 दिन, 2 दिन, 3 दिन, और जब इसके 100 दिन पूरे हो जाएंगे फिर एक दिन पुलिस का आएगा माई. और जानती हो, वो इसे वहां ले जाएंगे जहां गले में रेशम के फंदे होते हैं, भंगी फट्टे खींचते और गर्दन इतनी लंबी हो जाती है.
Raj Kapoor in his films created poetic dreams of a just and humane world.
मुझको ये न रखना चाहिए, मुझको फूल मुझको बीज मुझको प्रीत चाहिए. मुझको चाहिए बहार, मुझको चाहिए बहार, मुझको चाहिए बहार, मुझको चाहिए बहार.
घर आया मेरा परदेसी, प्यास बुझी मेरी अखियन की.
He created a contrast between poverty and wealth, innocence and corruption, as poetic juxtaposition in his films, and created socially relevant popular cinema.
क्या बोला तुम? ये सब हम सोच के किया. फ्रेंड,
With a lyrical blend of dreams and reality, Raj Kapoor's cinema was a poetic river of song and sorrow, carrying the laughter of love and pains of humanity in its flow, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of Indian cinema.
कल खेल में हम हो न हो, गर्दिश में तारे रहेंगे सदा. भूलोगे तुम, भूलेंगे वो, पर हम तुम्हारे रहेंगे सदा.
Guru Dutt is often called the master of poetry on film in Indian cinema. His movies combine strong stories with lyrical visuals, soulful music, and deep emotions, making them timeless works of art. In his films, poetry was not simply a part of the dialogue or song, but infused into the very structure of the narrative. The use of light and shadow, intricate camera movements, symbolic imagery, and carefully composed mise-en-scene transformed into visual poems on screen.
अबे ओ मूसा, किस अदानी एक्स्ट्रा को बीच में भेज दिया?
जी ये कोट है इसमें.
Guru Dutt worked closely with lyricists like Majru Sultanpuri.
सुन 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 जालिमा, प्यार हमको तुमसे हो गया, दिल से मिला ले दिल मेरा, तुझको मेरे प्यार की कसम.
Sahir Ludhianvi.
तदबीर से बिगड़ी हुई तकदीर बना ले, तकदीर बना ले, अपने पे भरोसा है तो ये दाव लगा ले, लगा ले, दाव लगा ले.
Kaifi Azmi.
बेकरार दिल इस तरह मिले, जिस तरह कभी हम जुदा न थे, तुम भी खो गए, हम भी खो गए, एक राह पर चल के दो कदम वक्त ने किया, क्या हंसी सितम, तुम रहे न तुम, हम रहे न हम, वक्त ने किया.
And Shakil Badayuni.
न जाओ सैया छुड़ा के बैया, कसम तुम्हारी मैं रो पड़ूंगी, रो पड़ूंगी. जल रहा है सुहाग मेरा, जो तुम न होगे तो क्या करूंगी, क्या करूंगी.
जिन्हें नाज है हिंद पर वो कहाँ है?
Pyasa presented the story of a struggling poet rejected by society, using poems of Sahir Ludhianvi that created a lasting impact on audiences.
ये सदियों से बेख्वाब सहमी सी गलियां, ये मसली हुई अध खिली जर्द कलियां, ये बिकती हुई खोखली रंग रलियां, जिन्हें नाज है हिंद पर वो कहाँ है, कहाँ है, कहाँ है, कहाँ है.
Songs gave his films a literary and emotional depth.
काश आज विजय मखदूम जिंदा होते. जिस दुनिया में वो गुमनाम रहे, आज वही दुनिया उन्हें अपने दिलों के तख्त पे बिठाना चाहती है, उन्हें शोहरत का ताज पहनाना चाहती है, उन्हें गरीबी और मुफलिसी की गलियों से निकालकर महलों में राज कराना चाहती है.
ये महलों, ये तख्तों, ये ताजों की दुनिया, ये इंसान के दुश्मन समाजों की दुनिया, ये दौलत के भूखे रवाजों की दुनिया, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है.
Cinema of Guru Dutt strongly portrays that poetry in film need not be limited to words alone.
Whistling Woods International has been a space that has been nurturing the next generation of storytellers. And in that very spirit, we are honored today to welcome a visionary whose journey embodies innovation, leadership, and an unshakable belief in India's potential. It gives me immense pride to welcome Shri Gautam Adani ji, Chairman of the Adani Group, and we're equally privileged to welcome Dr. Preeti Adani, Chairperson of the Adani Foundation. And now it is my honor to invite on stage the founder and chairman of Whistling Woods International, Mr. Subhash Ghai, sir. Can we get a huge round of applause, please?
Good evening. This is one of the most historic day for Whistling Woods and its students, alumni, and present and future. When we see a great filmmaker like Raju Hirani here, and we see a champion Chandu here, Karthik Aryan, and we also see my Ladla, Jackie Shroff. You see, they have all come to take blessings of one great son of India. And you know whom. His name is Mr. Gautam Adani. You see, we are storyteller, we are story maker. Wealth, money, fame does not impress us as much as the story of that man who has become from nothing to something, who's inspiring nation. मैं गौतम जी को जब भी मिला हूँ या देखा हूँ और जब भी सुनता हूँ टेलीविजन पे भी, मैं इतना इंस्पायर होता हूँ कि क्या नहीं बन सकता मेरे भारत का इंसान. And I'm very thankful to you, sir. You have come here, in spite of your busy schedule, to bless all our children here, to talk to them and inspire them. And my special thanks to our Bhabi ji, Dr. Preeti Adani, who has also come here to grace the occasion. So to cut short, I must thank to our captain of Adani Group, Mr. Sudipta, here, and Mahavir ji, the producer, here. I don't have words to express about Mr. Gautam Adani. He inspired me. I said, when he's coming to Whistling Wood, what can I contribute? Not wealth, nothing. We are nothing. So let me write a few lines.
क्या नहीं बन सकता मेरे भारत का इंसान, क्या नहीं बन सकता मेरे भारत का इंसान. अपनी मिट्टी से उठकर, अपनी मिट्टी से उठकर छू सकता आसमान. क्या नहीं बन सकता मेरे भारत का इंसान, क्या नहीं बन सकता मेरे भारत का इंसान. हर तूफान से लड़ता लड़ता भारत मेरा, हर तूफान से लड़ता लड़ता भारत मेरा. बच्चा कहता मेरी शक्ति हिंदुस्तान, क्या नहीं बन सकता मेरे भारत का इंसान। अपना लक्ष्य है, अपनी ऊर्जा, अपनी कला है, अपनी साधना, कर्म योग है अपना ध्यान, सौम्य शक्ति का है वरदान, मेरे भारत का अभिमान, देश बनाता शिखर महान। क्या नहीं बन सकता मेरे भारत का इंसान, क्या नहीं बन सकता मेरे भारत का इंसान। अपनी मिट्टी से उठकर, अपनी मिट्टी से उठकर छू सकता आसमान, क्या नहीं बन सकता मेरे
Now, after that, we can't speak. Now, it is a next step. Only thing that we want to listen the great man and achiever of this country, the pride of this country, Mr. Gautam Adani. Please come on the stage.
Respected Subhash ji, Raju Hirani ji, Kartik Aryan ji, Jackie Shroff, Mahavir ji, Badrinath Tiwari ji, Vivek Khanjor ji, Swati Maase Patil ji, and Meghna ji, along with the faculty of Whistling Woods International. Distinguished guests and my dear young students. Namaskar. What a remarkable privilege it is to stand before you this evening. Never did I imagine that an infrastructure entrepreneur like me would be speaking to some of the most creative minds of our country. This year is indeed special, marking the centenary celebrations of two towering legends, Guru Dutt ji and Raj Kapoor ji. Together, they taught us that cinema is not just entertainment, it is a poetry in motion, philosophy in color, and the heartbeat of a nation finding its voice. Raj Kapoor ji beautifully understood this in the film Anadi. He had sang, किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निशार, किसी का दर्द मिल सके तो लो उधार. This was not just a lyric, it was a philosophy that was and remains the soft power of Bharat, of feelings expressed through art. What I also find fascinating is how brilliantly his act of a common man touched a deep emotion with her Soviet audiences in the era of post-World War II. Raj Kapoor ji was India's finest advocate of soft power, building a cultural bond that uplifted India and Soviet ties for generations. And so, when Subhash ji invited me to speak, I'd asked myself, what wisdom could a builder of ports and airports possibly share with you? But as I reflected, I realized that every project I have built did not begin with steel, but began with a story. Before you lay a foundation in the ground, you must lay a foundation in the mind. Buildings will crumble, empires will fade, but long after the lights go out and the final credits roll, it is the story that remains, lighting the path for those who come next. And perhaps no story reflects this spirit more beautifully than the one behind the creations of Whistling Woods. A few years back, it was over breakfast that Subhash ji shared a story of a trip to America, where an immigration officer had looked at his passport and commented, "Oh, India, the land of Gandhi. What a remarkable film." In that instant, our nation's identity was stamped not by its politics or power, but by a story a film that had captured the world's memory. I vividly recall Subhasji telling me that this simple comment led him to a question his life's mission. Why must it take Richard Attenborough from across the ocean to tell us Indians the story of our Mahatma? And so I learned how Whistling Woods was born, an institute built not by walls, but of a single man's dream, a dream that Bharat must tell her own stories to the world. क्योंकि सपने वो नहीं जो नींद में आए, सपने वो है जो नींद उड़ा जाए. My dear friends, every conversation with Subhasji feels less like an exchange of words and more like opening a fascinating book, one where every page reveals to you an unseen truth about yourself. He does not debate, he awakens. By the quiet force of his questions and storytelling, he makes you look inward, not to seek answers, but to stimulate reflections. His words turn questions into mirrors, and in those mirrors you discover not answers, but the deeper questions you must reflect on. And in one such conversation, he said something that has stayed with me. Gautam bhai, to tell one's own story is not an act of pride. It is an act of preservation, because silence is not humility, it is surrender. And every silence is the first step to forgetting who we are. I realized that in some ways, one of the world's greatest storytellers was helping me trace my own story, not through success of balance sheets or presence in boardrooms, but in the reels of my own memory. Reels of the action-packed Hindi films that shape my ambitions and my imaginations. Reels of the magnetic pull of Mumbai within me that refused to fade. And reels of the movies like Dawn and Janjeer that always provoke the restless dreamer within me. Subhasji's narrative was like a torch, revealing to me that I was never just building businesses. I was living out a film that began long ago. And the more I reflected, the more I sense that deep within us, we have a script already written that guides the choices we make, the paths we walk, and the dreams that pull us forward. In that grand design, each of us becomes an actor, playing roles we may never have picked, yet were meant to play. And I felt if Subhasji's words were showing me my reflections, a reminder that I too was part of a story in motion. A story that began with a 16-year-old boy who left home for Mumbai with empty pockets, but a sky full of dreams. And as I stood in the diamond markets at 16, built India's largest trading house by 30, went public at 32, and entered the ports and power businesses at 34. I was not following anyone's script. I was writing my own, believing that the film heroes I grew up watching could actually be lived in a real life. और फिल्मों ने ही हमें सिखाया, हारना मत, डरना मत, मंजिल दूर हो, फिर भी रास्ता बदलना मत. And so, my friends, this is the magic of stories. They don't just entertain us, they eventually transform us. Yet, every light casts a shadow, and the power of storytelling can be a double-edged sword. In the right hands, it shapes nations. In the wrong hands, it manipulates mind. Today, narratives are no longer confined to cinema. They move markets, influence geopolitics, and rewrite destinies. And this I can say from my personal experience, because I saw firsthand how swiftly a false script could be propagated. When in January 2023, a foreign short seller, Hindenburg Research, launched a calculated attack against us. It was not just a short seller report that they had published, but a manipulated script crafted to provoke doubt and amplified through multiple global ecosystems. In a matter of days, over 100 billion US dollar of our market value was erased. Not because any fundamentals had changed, not because facts had failed, but because a totally false story had been weaponized. Fast forward to today, and while we reclaim the complete narrative and emerge far stronger post this attack, that period revealed a reality. We are living in an era where narratives move markets faster than numbers, where headlines can undo decades of hard work, and where stories of truth tell us stories of our perceptions. And this experience taught me that in today's world, truth must also be loudly told. For silence leaves space for others to script your destiny. If we do not narrate who we are, others will rewrite who we were. That is why we must own our story, not with arrogance, but with authenticity, not as a propaganda, but as a purpose. क्योंकि खामोशी में खो जाती है पहचान अपनी, लिखनी होगी खुद से अब दास्तान अपनी. And as I had said at the beginning, this is exactly what Subhasji had told me. To tell one's own story is not an act of pride. It is an act of preservation, because silence is not humility, it is surrender. This is a lesson every leader and every nation must remember, and the best understood this was America. Because when America promotes a global blockbuster movie like Top Gun, it is not just selling a cinema, it is projecting power. Behind the dogfight and heroism lies brilliantly crafted narratives, one that showcases the might of the US military, drives national pride, and exports an image of American courage to every corner of the world. These films are not just stories. They are strategic instruments designed to shape perceptions, project US strength, and define US identity. And the list is endless. Independence Day, Black Hawk Down, American Sniper, Rocky, Apollo 13, Rambo. Each a global superhit, projecting not just America's might, but also its moral authority, proving that while soldiers may conquer land, the storytellers conquer mindshare. For too long, India's voice has been firm within our own borders, but faint beyond them. And in that silence, others have lifted the pen, sketching Bharat through their lenses, tinted by bias and shaped by their convenience. खामोशी हमारी उनकी कहानी बन जाती है, खामोशी हमारी उनकी कहानी बन जाती है और हमारे दर्द से उनकी दावत सज जाती है. And nothing reveals this bias more than the British film Slumdog Millionaire, a spectacle that sold Dharavi's poverty for Western applause, turning our pain into foreign award-winning ceremonies. My dear friends, our weakness has never been imaginations. It has been a hesitations. We are the land that lived the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, that sang through Kabir, that celebrated with Tansen, that filmed hope through Raj Kapoor and Guru Dutt. Yet, somewhere along the way, we hesitated and forgot to seek the power our stories carried. And today, in an AI-driven world where algorithms compose and machines narrate, the challenge depends significantly. But so does the possibility. AI is now the new printing press, the new cinema, and the new diplomacy engine, shaping what the world reads, watches, and believes. And we must now make AI our greatest multiplier, the new Sutradhar, viewing the soul of Bharat into the fabric of the world. My dear friends, across history, scientific breakthrough begin quietly in the hum of labs and in the minds of visionaries who see beyond the present. And over the past 2 decades, I've had the opportunity of watching Two such revolutions unfold before my eyes, one in healthcare and the other in energy. Both hold important lessons as the world of AI start to penetrate the world of cinema. Taking the case of healthcare, the cost of gene sequencing has fallen by an astounding 99.9%. What once demanded billions can now be done for $100. This massive drop in cost did more than liberate technology. It unlocked the code of life, giving birth to personalized medicine and a new bioeconomy destined to shape the future of humankind. In energy, a similar miracle happened. The cost of solar panels has collapsed by over 99%, turning sunlight into the most democratic source of power on earth. In its glow, geopolitics has been rewritten. Fossil fuels challenge, storage technologies boomed, and an entire energy revolution worth trillions ignited. History, my friends, is a great teacher. It is not a mirror of the past, but a map for the future. And today, as I stand before you, I can say that we are on the brink of the next great collapse in cost, not in the laboratories of science, but in the studios of storytelling, not in the code of the software we write, but in the code of human imaginations. Because the next great unlocking of our human potentials will not come from what we discover. It will come from what we dare to create. And it will happen right here in the world of cinema, where stories will no longer be bound by budgets, but bound by the limits of our human creativity. Over the next decade, I expect we will witness a massive shift with the cost of cinematic creations collapsing by 70 to 80%. What took years and millions of dollars will be achieved in a days and just thousands of dollars. The wall between creative imaginations and our final executions will not just narrow, it will disappear. And as it does, a new creative age will rise, an age where every creator will have access to tools once locked behind the walls of the giant companies. Every storyteller will become his own studio. And just as the genome unlocked life, the sunlight unlocked energy, AI will unlock imaginations. इसीलिए तकनीक की ताकत से अब कल्पना को पंख लगाओ, जो सोचा है मन में उसे पर्दे पर सच कर दिखाओ. My dear friends, let me now paint a picture of what I believe the coming decade could look like for the world of cinema, not as a fantasy, but as an inevitable reality. First, we will move to a world of instant global releases. Imagine waking up in the morning with a story idea and by nightfall releasing a full-length feature film, instantly translated into every language, customized for each viewer's culture and streamed simultaneously to every continent. In a single day, your imaginations can travel farther than any studio ever dreamed possible. Second, AI-powered music. Singers and music directors will increasingly become redundant. As you compose your film's music in minutes, across cultures and languages, no longer will you need to wait for orchestras or recording schedules. Third, real-time storytelling. Your scripts will be permanently dynamic. They will rewrite themselves, adapting to live audience reactions, global viewership data, and your evolving ideas. The film will become a living entity, transforming continuously with every heartbeat of its audience. Fourth, hyper-personalized experiences. Imagine a historical epic where the hero's face and voice are modeled on the viewer. Each person sees a version of the story that mirrors their own identity, making the film feel deeply personal and totally immersive. Fifth, emergence of creator and AI collaboration studios. Your teams will expand beyond humans. You will co-create with AI directors, editors, and designers, thus freeing you to focus on vision and meaning, while the algorithms handle the details of productions. Sixth, the immortal actors. Given the rapid advances in AI-generated images and voice, digital replicas of actors are set to become the industry's norm. This shift will not only redefine ownership structures, but also create a new market for evergreen actors, spanning multiple generations. And finally, the movie as gateway to commerce. Soon, every item you see in the film, be it a jacket you like or a vacation trip you want to take, both will be purchasable with a click. Your revenue model will transform movies into an ecosystem of commerce. My young student friends, this is the extraordinary world you are stepping into, a world where you will be the creators of tomorrow. Armed with your imaginations and amplified by AI, you will have unprecedented power to shape minds, movements, and meaning. But with this power will come a significant responsibility, because when intelligence can mimic emotion and algorithms can shape meaning, who will guard the truth? Who will ensure Bharat's message is carried to the world? That duty, that calling must be yours. And I stand before you as a fellow citizen with immense faith that your generations will make it happen. You are the first generations to be entrusted with both the melodies of our heritage and the codes of the future. They have now converged. This is a real power, and with this power will come a duty to tell not just any story, but the actual story of Bharat's greatness. And so, let this be your promise. Never, never again will the story of any Indian Mahatma be written through the lens of a foreigner. Never, never again will our sorrow of slums be sold as a spectacle to foreign markets. काफ़ी देख लिया हमने परदेसी आंखों का रंग, अब लिखेंगे अपनी दास्तां अपने ही ढंग। And from this soil, you will be the patriots who will write our stories, spread our message, and honor our struggle. You will show the world what Bharat means and what it means to be a Bharatiya. So, my young friends, may your generations be the one that gave Bharat her voice back. May your generations be the one that gave Bharat her song back. May your generations be the one that gave Bharat her stories back. And may the halls of Whistling Woods forever echo with the whistle of Bharat youth. A whistle that speaks the truth, that sings with a pride, and that reminds the world of our timeless philosophy. दुनिया गुमराह करे अगर तू राह सच की चुनते रहना। दुनिया गुमराह करे अगर तू राह सच की चुनते रहना। सत्यमेव जयते तेरा दीप, इसी ताकत से इतिहास रचना। सत्यमेव जयते, my dear friends, may truth alone prevail. Jai Hind.
Good evening, everyone. As most of you know, I am Meghna, and on behalf of everyone here at Whistling Woods International, I would like to first convey my deepest gratitude to Mr. Gautam Adani. Your profound and insightful talk, your presence here, both reflect your faith in the power of India's creative economy and the extraordinary role that cinema plays in shaping our nation's soft power. So thank you again for that very inspiring speech. On that note, may I now invite Mr. Gautam Adani and Dr. Preeti Adani, please to come on stage, and our founder, our chairman, Mr. Subhash Ghai, to kindly felicitate them. also have... So, ma'am, we also have some work of our students that they wanted to gift you. Our School of Fashion has prepared really beautiful designs, handmade for you. So I hope you will accept that. Please, guys. They were very excited that you were coming here, so a very humble portrait of yours in the form of a painting by our School of Animation. I would just like now Subhashji to take over. I'll give you the mic. Do you remember me? Yes, please. Mic? I have this. Oh, yeah.
Yes. I was so much overwhelmed with the things that I forgot what is the item, number of items, क्या क्या करना है. मैं आपके भाषण से इतना इम्प्रेस हुआ कि इसलिए नहीं कि आप खड़े हैं यहाँ पर, इसलिए नहीं कि आप हमारे गेस्ट हैं. It is so well spoken. I tell you, the past, the present, the future. I think every child, every student here should get the copy of this speech and keep it and read it again and again. Because we promise you, sir, that we are going to keep this video in our library for all the generations to come. Thank you very much. And I would love to call, in cinema there are three strong pillars: actor, director and producer. तो हम सबसे पहले जिन्होंने हमको आपसे मिलाया, प्रोड्यूसर महावीर जैन, जिन्होंने ऊंचाई पिक्चर बनाया. आई ऊपर आई. प्रोड्यूसर होता है तो डायरेक्टर को काम मिलता है. Now the director is my very favorite director, Raju Hirani. Now comes the actors. ये हमारे पास दो एक्टर्स हैं आज जिन्होंने इस ब्लेसिंग्स को लिया है, और दोनों एक्टर ऐसे हैं जो मेरे बड़े लाडले हैं. एक मेरा लाडला है 1982 से, जिसका नाम है जैकी श्रॉफ. और दूसरा मेरा नया होता ना छोटा बेटा, वो जो स्पॉइल हो जाता है, उसका नाम है कार्तिक आर्यन. I would also like to call our anchor of the whole things, जिन्होंने मुझे मिलाया, समझाया, बताया, जो हमारे कैप्टन हैं इस पूरी बच्चे के, सुदीप्ता सर. Please come. No, you have to come. You have to come. Please come. Yes. Now we will announce the scholarship. Please, Meghna, आप scholarship announce कीजिए.
I would request everyone to please stay on stage for a very, very special announcement. As we continue to celebrate the power of storytelling, it gives me immense pride to now recognize and honor the storytellers of tomorrow, our talented scholarship recipients. Each of these scholarships carry a legacy, a name that represents greatness, inspiration, and artistry. Let me take a moment to acknowledge each of this year's recipients as I call out their names. I would like them to come on stage and request Dr. Preeti Adani to please give them their certificates. So, first of all, the Dilip Kumar Scholarship goes to Shalvika Utpurkar from BSc Filmmaking. The Srimati Lata Mangeshkar Scholarship goes to Adya Gokhale and Divyansh Soni from BA Music. The Mohammad Rafi Scholarship goes to B. Raghava Ramchandra from music as well. The next set of scholarships are called the Subhash Ghai Vidya Dan Scholarships, and this is named after our founder because it holds a special place in our hearts, as it is awarded to students from underprivileged backgrounds nominated by an NGO. These students dream of pursuing a career in media and entertainment despite challenging circumstances. And this recognition follows a rigorous evaluation process that highlights merit, passion, and perseverance. So, the Subhash Ghai Vidyadan Scholarship goes to David Anthony Swami Chetty from Movement India. Furqan Bashir. Okay, one step right. Udit Sangram Patole from Salam Bombay Trust. And the last one for this session is Kavya Gupta. So each of these students represent the hope and creativity that define our industry's future. Their journeys are just beginning, and we at Whistling Woods are deeply proud to be part of their growth. Can I please have the students just come in and crouch in the front so we can take a group photo? Yes, thank you. Yes, just come and sit down, yes, sit down. I would request the guests to please stay on stage for 2 more minutes because we have some very, very important people here as well in the audience, which I would like to call on stage. So as we draw this beautiful evening to a close, may I now invite our esteemed guests from our valued academic and industry partners who have shown faith in our vision of world-class creative education. May I please have Mr. Vivek Kansode, Dean, IIM Mumbai. We just announced a partnership with IIM Mumbai. Vice Chancellor, Mr. Badrinarayan Tirivari from TIS. May I also invite our own Dean, Mr. Ravi Gupta, on stage, please.
अभी ये क्या है कि सर बुरा मत मानिएगा, हमारे जो स्टार्स लोग होते हैं उनको भी एक थोड़ा सा क्लोजअप चाहिए होता है। आपने तो पूरी फिल्म लिख दी है, तो हमारे जो बच्चे हैं कार्तिक साहब, मैं उनसे भी कहूँगा कि आके 2 शब्द अपने बारे में कहें कि क्या नहीं, ऐसा नहीं, मैं ये पूछना चाहूँगा कि आपने अदानी साहब की स्पीच से क्या समझा आई?
मैं यहीं पे बोल देता हूँ। क्या बोलूँ इतनी देर बाद? सर मुझे एक्चुअली एआई से बहुत डर लगता है, तो जब आपने वो एआई की चीज़ें बोली उसके बाद मुझे लगा स्टूडेंट्स को आप बोलने वाले हो कि अब तो बेटा हो गया, अब तो जो है एआई। बट देन द वे यू एक्चुअली, जिस तरीके से आपने हम सबको ये स्पीच से प्रेरित किया, और जिस तरीके से आई थिंक मैंने एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था इस तरीके की स्पीच सुनने वाला हूँ। एंड आई हैव टू से दैट इट्स वन ऑफ द बेस्ट स्पीचेस आई हैव एवर हर्ड। एंड स्पेशली जहाँ पे इतने स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनके हाथ में एक्चुअली वो पावर आने वाला है विद द फिल्म मेकिंग एंड ऑल द थिंग्स दैट यू टीच एट व्हिस्लिंग वुड्स। यस सर, मैं बोल रहा हूँ व्हिस्लिंग वुड्स। एंड Whistling Woods International is the best school, best.
Very few people know that he was my hero in Kanchi and he was my assistant director for 6 months. Clap नहीं कर सकते, तो मैं इनका टीचर भी रहा हूँ। Now we will ask बीड़ू कहाँ भाग गए? बीड़ू भाग गया लेक्चर में,
वो पौधा ढूंढ रहे हैं।
बीड़ू पौधा ढूंढ रहे हैं। राजू जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर कमिंग, माय फेवरेट डायरेक्टर।
Few words.
अब इस स्पीच के बाद कोई क्या बोले? सर, हमारे लाइफ में अक्सर होता है कि 10, 15, 20 साल में एक पिक्चर आती है जिसको देख के लगता है काश ये आपने लिखी होती। तो ये स्पीच के बाद मुझे ही लगा यार काश ये मैंने लिखी होती। इट्स एक्चुअली सच अ वंडरफुल स्पीच। आई वुड कॉल इट द शोले ऑफ स्पीचेस। एंड इट ऑल्सो मेड अस रियलाइज कि हमारा सिनेमा का सॉफ्ट पावर हम भूल जाते हैं शायद कहीं। हमको लगता है हम फिल्म बना रहे, इंटरटेन कर रहे हैं, हमारा सिनेमा का सॉफ्ट पावर कितना है, ये यू काइंड ऑफ रिमाइंडेड अस ऑफ दैट। एक मसल पावर होता है, एक पॉलिटिकल बिजनेस पावर। सॉफ्ट पावर मेरे हिसाब से दिल का पावर है। हमारी बातें सिनेमा की दिल तक पहुंचती है, तो दैट थैंक यू फॉर रिमाइंडिंग अस। मेरे को किस्सा याद आ रहा है सर, मैं कोरिया में था एक बार, तो हमारी ये 3 इडियट बहुत चली है उस जगह पे। तो एक लड़का, सॉरी एक अननोन आदमी, उसने मेरे पास आया, कहता आर यू इंडियन? मैंने कहा या। कहता आई हैव सीन वन फिल्म फ्रॉम देयर, 3 इडियट्स, वेरी नाइस फिल्म, वी हैव द सेम एजुकेशन प्रॉब्लम एंड इट्स रियली लाइक्ड इट। तो मैंने कहा आई नो द डायरेक्टर, तो प्लीज टेल हिम वी लव द फिल्म। मैंने कहा आई विल श्योरली डू दैट। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर reminding us of that power, and also about AI. It was quite an insight to, I know you all have been doing great research and work on it, so I could see ये मेरे सामने हिल रहा था कि अब डिजिटल कार्तिक होगा, मेरा क्या होगा। And also, but I think any technology is a great aid. I think any technology will only aid us, as you said, to open up our imagination and make better cinema. So I don't think we need to fear anything. It's just a step ahead to open up our imagination. So thank you so much for enlightening us on many things.
Thank you, 3 Idiot. Thank you, Chandu Champion. Chandu Champion is one of my favorite performance. And thank you, sir, all of you. Please give a standing ovation to our the pride of India. Music, please, music.
I'd like the students and guests to please stay back. We will be announcing a few more scholarships with our dear Jagu Dada. So please do stay back. We have 15-20 minutes more to go. Thank you.